Day, is it day 11? Day 11. And we're going to look at reductions. You have this one on your note sheet? Write the rule. Dilation of 0.5, 5/10. And it's the same exact process. What are we going to do? We're going to write the ordered pairs. So W, U, T. What? So W is what? -3, 3? U, 0, 2. And T is -4, 0. All right. So this 0.5 is the same as 1/2. And so you can just divide these numbers in half or divide by 2. If you don't know that 0.5 is 1/2 and you divide by 2, you better write that down. W prime, okay, 3, half of 3. If you don't know, you divide by 2. Remember, you go to in and out. A lot of you know what half of 3 is, but some of you don't. So I'm just going to go over. 2 goes into 3 one time. Add a decimal 0. Bring your decimal up. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So you have -1.5 and 1.5. U prime, half of 0 is 0. Half of 2, 1. And then T prime, half of -4, -2. So you're just taking half. And then 0 remains 0. And then you plot these new ones. Now, we're working in reductions, so what should this figure be? Smaller. So -1, and then you go a half, and then up 1.5. So you should be in the middle of this box. And that's W prime. Over 0, up 1. U prime, over -2, up 0, T prime. It should remain the same shape, just smaller. Okay, any questions? Okay, let's look at this one. On the next one, write the rule above the graph, dilation of 1/4. And all this means is divide by 4. You can also multiply by 0.25. All right, let's do it again. R, C, B. R is 2, 0. C, 4, -1. And B, -1, -3. All right. Now, the easiest way when you divide, you can just write fractions. So here's your number, 2, and then you divide it by 4. 2/4 is 1/2, or you can put 0.5. Either one is fine, and then 1/4 of 0 is 0. C prime. 4/4 is what? 1. And then -1/4 is -1/4 or -0.25. You can write it either way, doesn't matter. And then B prime, we already did the 1. That was 0.25 negative. And then negative 3 divided by 4, negative 3/4 is also negative 0.75. You can leave them 3/4 and 1/4. It really doesn't matter. All right, let's plot these. I'm going to go over a half, so I'm right here at 0. This is my first point, R prime. Now let me show you up here what the 1/4 and 3/4 looks like. So this would be a 1/4, real close to the line. In the center is a half, and then closer to this line is 3/4. So there's your 3. This is 1/4, 1/2, and then 3/4. Okay, and then this way is like this. This is 1/4, 1/2, and 3/4. That's what where the location of those dots are. All right, the next one, over 1, down 1/4. So we're going to be really close to that line, C prime. And then going to the negative 1/4, so you're staying close to the axis, down 3/4, so you're almost to the next line. That would be B prime. There you go. Should remain the same shape, just different size. Okay, any questions on those? All right, this is yours. Yay. And it's the scale factor of 1/3, so you can write your rule. And then 1/3 means what? Divide by 3. Give me the ordered pairs, so give me the letter 2. Winter, what do you have? Uh-huh. Okay. All right, and then the prime for the image, Jaden. What is it? Okay, are you dividing? You got to do both. So 3 divided by 3, and 3 divided by 3. Okay. And then the next one, Z prime. Uh-huh. Yes. All right, so 1, 1 is going to be X prime. 3, 3 is Y prime. And then 1, 3 is Z prime. And remember, if you have a horizontal or vertical side, you should still have that horizontal or vertical side. Okay, not too bad, right? All right. There's yours. And when you have a dilation of 1/2, what are you going to divide by? Divide by 2. There. Ordered pairs. Jason. Okay, you gotta give me the letter. Hold on. X, -2, -1. Okay, go on. -4, -3. Okay, and for your image, Salvador? Correct? All right, and then just plot them. -1, 1, that's going to be T prime. -1, -1/2, right here, X prime, and then -2, -1.5, that is N prime. So again, it should remain the same shape, just smaller. Okay, any questions? All right, so when you are writing your algebraic representation, don't forget the scale factor is before the variable. And when you are testing the scale factor, when you're just finding it, and that means it's a dilation, and you put your image up at top, which is the prime letter. You can use horizontal and vertical side lengths. Remember, you need 2 ratios. Either 2 side lengths or 1 ordered pair. All right. So look at this one. Do I have vertical or horizontal side lengths? No, so I'm going to have to pick a vertex point. So I'm going to pick Q. So we'll have Q prime over Q. This ordered pair is going to give me 2 fractions. So for Q prime, I have 1.5. And I go up 1/2. So there's my ordered pair for Q. I'm just not going to put the comma and the parentheses. And now I'm going to make 2 fractions. So it's the same thing you guys have been doing. For Q, it is 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go up 1. So what's 1.5 over 3? If you don't know, you can always divide. Go to in and out. 1.5 divided by 3. Bring your decimal up. How many 3s in 15? 0.5. And then 0.5 over 1 is 0.5. When you're finding the scale factor, you should they should be the same. But that is 0.5. Is this an enlargement or reduction? Reduction, and you can look at it. Here's your pre-image. It went smaller to your image. So it's a reduction. And you write your algebraic. So 0.5x, 0.5y. Okay? All right. So this one, we're not going to do the Sage and Scribe. I just want you to do both of these. And what are you going to do? You're going to find the new sets of ordered pairs. So this one, what are you going to do? When you're going to divide by 3. And then this one you would divide by 5. Okay, go ahead and do those 2. Okay.
Oh, God.
Give me the order pairs. Sorry. Give me the order pairs, Anthony.
A prime is 1, -1.
Uh-huh.
B prime is -2, -5. And C prime is 4, 3.
That is correct. And then the next one, Brent. Four and what? 5. All right. I think that's it. Yep.